What's going on, everyone? Hope everyone having a good night going on. Yes, 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 yes. Come on in. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna share this on my Facebook right quick. Hold on one second. What's going on, people? Hold on one second. Yes, 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 yes. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me see. Got it through. Hello, what's going on? Hope everybody had a great day. Wednesday evening. June the 2nd, birthday month. You know, we're gonna do it up. I wanted to do this before I was gonna go ahead. What's up, people? Come on in, come on in. We're gonna be real quick about this. We're gonna stay on for a minute or two, hopefully. Nothing don't no glitches. My son is good. What's up, people? Yes, yes. I got a haircut. Yeah. Actually cut my own hair. Man, this quarantine making me save money more. For real. What's going on, people? Come on in. I'm actually on YouTube live right now. I saved it to my what you call. I'm sorry. I shared it to my Facebook, so hopefully you guys take a look at it and everything and support. Subscribe to me and like the video if you want. And also YouTube. I'm on Facebook Live and everything. What's going on, people? I know I got an interesting topic, hopefully, that you guys want to hear or my perspective of it. You know what I mean? Let me turn this music down a little bit. Yeah, my little perspective of it, what have you. You know, I was watching a show today that real good friend of mine told me to watch. Uh, I really forgot the show what it's called, but it was on Vice, and it was about Michael Jordan and Nike shoes. You know what I'm saying? It was about that, and it was interesting because I actually took a look at it. I actually was. It was very interesting. It's growing. If you guys grew up in the hood, or just whatever where you grew up at, and you grew up in the '80s and '90s, you seen when people was getting murdered. You know what I'm saying, for Nike. Nike. For the Jordans and stuff like that. For the most part, and getting killed for getting killed for Nikes, the shoes in general, but especially Jordans. I know a lot of you remember that and stuff like that. But the thing that I remember the most is that people was dying, getting killed plenty of times. I had two friends of mine that got killed for wearing the Jordan brand sneakers in the like mid-90s, mid to early 90s. I was real young at the time. They was real young. Many people got killed for Nikes and Jordans. And and I remember, looking at the documentary today. I remember if you seen that documentary, it's on Vice. I forgot. I should say it's called You Guys. It's something with the shoes name. I completely forgot what it's called, but it's talking about Michael Jordan and Nike, and it's talking about the history of Nike, how popular they made Michael Jordan. Like, people was worshiping Michael Jordan still to this day, worshiping Michael, and like, especially the kids in the hood, everybody wanted to be Michael. That what you call that commercial was real. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. Even me, including myself. I was a kid, so yeah, we're gonna worship uh, folk heroes. And I just remember when Nike. I just remember when the commercials was everywhere. There was just the documentary was showing the commercials like crazy over and over again about when Spike Lee was helping Michael Jordan. Stuff like that. He was promoting it. They was promoting all the Air Jordans and stuff like that. And they would say Michael was getting so much money off of just Air Jordans themselves. It was guys that was just that was in the NBA making $1,000, making about 10 to 15,000. Wearing Converse or what have you, wearing Reeboks, Adidas, and Michael Jordan was here making probably about 3 million a year when he first started with Nike. And it was a huge platform. They took him in or what have you. But the good stuff that I want to, not the good stuff, but the stuff that I want to talk about, what makes Nike they have a situation with these players that play football. I mean that these athletes and everything. They're like their handlers is what I'm trying to say. And people really don't understand how why people. It's going to be a big picture was what I want to make sure you understand. A huge picture on why Nike are the handlers of LeBron James, Colin Kaepernick, Michael Jordan. I think what's the name is with them too. Tiger Woods. So many high level athletes. You know what I mean? They're the handlers of them. And what and I'm gonna tell you what make Nike what Nike never did for the Black community at all. And with the topic of the what you call the documentary that I was talking about, it was many of occasions where there was a lot of killings in the 80s and 90s, and nobody did not want to talk about it and stuff like that. And just because, and we was actually making, the Black community and the Hispanic community as well was making Nike hugely profitable to all the young kids. We made the millions and stuff like that, and people and people was dying. No one didn't care about any of this. They just it was one of them things that they let it happen. Michael Jordan helped one family. Is what they said in the documentary. Anyway, he helped one family. With I think just giving them shoes, and there was a young lady that was in that family. She was saying that Michael gave her the newest shoes that wasn't even out, and it wasn't even coming out in a couple of weeks. And her, I want to remind you, her brother got killed in their own driveway. I think that was in their own driveway. He got killed, got shot about. They shot him 23 times. I don't know if the bullets hit him, but they shot him 23 times. He died for the Nike shoes. I mean for the Jordans. A couple of years ago, they're still going to court to this day. And again, what's his name? Michael Jordan gave her the shoes and everything, and the girl was like, "Well, if I wear these shoes and people killing my brother, I'm gonna die." You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be the one that's not going to be living long if I have these shoes. So she had to wait. She literally had to wait to wear her shoes. Hey guys, just letting you know before I say anything else, I'm on live right now on YouTube, and YouTube I'm on live on Facebook. But my Facebook friends, go on YouTube if you have a account. Subscribe to my YouTube. It's Kysim Lamaur. Please, that would be great. So anyway, as I was saying with the Nike situation, is so many people don't understand. They don't know who's really eating off the Black community, especially the Black man, who's really, really eating off the Black man in this whole situation. And they don't, it's like, and it's not for people to know, it's for us to know who's actually eating off you. And that's Nike, who's actually is getting rich off of you, and that's Nike. People don't realize that it's a situation where it's a situation where that Nike is never going to do nothing for the community. Nike put out these Marxist athletes to talk about the president and stuff like that. And the big reason why the president is talked about is because the president want to get all the manufacturer here. And everyone knows that Nike has outlets all over the world, third world countries all over the place. And if they come to the US, because it is an American company, originally, if Nike comes to the US, is what Trump want, it's going to be a problem because it's going to be more money that's coming out the Nike pockets. See, Nike is just they're another capitalist, and that's fine. They're another capitalist company, big time company, um, and they want to keep on making shoes, from a different, out the country and stuff like that because it's cheaper. They have all these slaves or all these people that's making way lower than the minimum wage, and it's one of them things, and that's much cheaper, and this is what, and if we doing our background, our the stuff that we chose to see do, that LeBron, Colin, all them people, they talk about enslave this and people need rights and stuff like that. And Nike is the one, Nike, their top handler is the one that's not giving the people from out of the country rights. Because again, everybody know they got sweatshops all over the place that make these particular shoes for the Americans to act, to buy and stuff like that. Are you coming downstairs? Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, and this is a thing, and why I don't understand why black men in general don't do the more of us don't do the research that we need to do to see why these people actually come out and support chaos and disorder and stuff like that. Such in my perspective that I see in doing my research, I see people like Colin, LeBron. They're not in the front lines. They're not. They doing whatever they can to please Nike. Because if Nike told them to be quiet, everybody knows what all these high level athletes will do. And that's what they've been doing. And I really, really want to start getting to the situation that you have to know who's your leader, and your leader is you. You are your own leader, black man. You're looking for all these, excuse me, you're looking for all these leaders that's got the strings on. All these particular leaders that you're looking for, all of them have the strings. You know what I'm saying? All of them are not for your benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like all these different big companies, you got to look at the people that you worship. I always say, I say this a lot. You shouldn't worship any human being on earth. Only person you should be worshiping is the Most High, black man. I'm gonna let you know from the jump. That's the only person you should be worshiping. It's the Most High, and should be putting more value into yourself. And you have to check these different entities that you always gassing up. You always that your celebrity, your top celebrity, your favorite athlete is sponsoring. You got to figure out why. You got to do your instead of following every trend that you possibly can follow. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about that. There's so many things that Nike has been doing. And again, I want you guys to check out that. what do you call that? Check out that documentary that's on Vice. It's something. It got to do with Michael Jordan and Nike, the Nike company. It's about a 2 hour documentary. Really, really good. It's probably on demand if you have access to on demand cable, what have you. But you can get it. This is it's access to anything. So I really advise people to look at that documentary and see the situations, how they try to make, and they did. They didn't try, how they made Michael Jordan a folk hero. He was worshipped by so many, so many. He was even worshipped by me when I was a child. You know what I'm saying? How they did it. And then how they completely didn't even help the black community at all when everybody was getting killed off of wearing Jordans in the 80s and 90s. And they said the last person that got killed wearing Jordans was in Denver, Colorado, September of 2019, is what they were saying. And I bring this up just to let you guys understand that this is all the stuff is not about you. It's not about, what I mean, it's not about helping you. And when I talk about it, I talk about the black man. None of this stuff is about helping you. None of these people, if people really helping you, they're helping you when it's not a trend. You know what I'm saying? Those are people, if they helping you. You shouldn't want nobody to help you too much anyway, because in the society we in, they will they will get on you somehow. They will tell you that, oh, I helped you do this and helped you do that. You guys have to understand, all the people that you're following are being followed or following other people. You know what I'm saying? You have to realize that all the people that you like, they following night. It's like I said, your LeBrons, your Collins, your Colin Kaepernicks. People always say, Colin gonna go back. Colin Kaepernick is going to go back to the NFL and this and that. That man don't need no NFL no more. He ain't need NFL since Nike signed him. All this is to bring attention to him, bring attention to Nike. It's so blatant nowadays. It's not even secretive. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't blame, like, too much of Nike and their nonsense. In these entertainers and these Marxist athletes. I don't blame them too much because I feel like we should know better. There's too much information out there. We should be checking out who's around us physically, and we should be checking out who's around us, um, like, just around mentally. You know what I'm saying? We should be checking everybody's background. You let people win. Like, again, as I said before, Nike is not a company for the black man. Nike, and I said it before, if Nike told all these people that's data handlers are, if they told them to be quiet, they would be quiet. Jordan will say much, what have you. LeBron, all these different people that y'all think speak up for so and so black folks and stuff like that. If people, if Nike told them to be quiet, if Nike told them, okay, enough, they would. What about the situation in China, the beginning of the basketball season? Where LeBron said something about the Chinese. He was actually he was promoting what China was doing to their people, and then he got backlash for it. But what I don't understand is Nike. China got China got the NBA in the chokehold. Let's get that let's get that super duper clear. They got the NBA in the chokehold. All your top minority athletes, they got all of them in the chokehold. China and China got Nike in the chokehold. You know what I'm saying? China give Nike their slaves, you know what I'm saying, so they can make stitch, or they're very, 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 very low pay employees so they can stitch their little things. and this and that. It's like I told you before. People like Colin Kaepernick, they do not need the NFL. They haven't needed the NFL since Nike gave him I think a 7-year contract. He's a monarch athlete. He's a Marxist, just like the rest of them. But you guys have to do your own research. Stop trying to be so liked by many people. Stop trying to be so liked. You want to be likable. You're grown. Be honest. Risk something. Risk a little bit of telling the truth about things. You know what I'm saying? Do that. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with you you bringing honesty to the subject. You bringing realistic thinking to the fold, I should say. I mean, that's what it's all about. You understand me? Again, Facebook, I'm on YouTube Live right now, and I would love for you guys, if you have an account, go on YouTube and subscribe to me. You understand me? Uh, this is what it's all about. You know what I mean? It's all about that. It's all about understanding your society. It's nothing wrong. Like, you could be the biggest capitalist in the world. But my thing is being a follower, because a follower is not doing his research. It's not understanding his society. You know what I mean? All he thinking of is what's going to make me look cool. And it's like grown people don't realize this. You're following minor Marxist athletes. You know what I mean? You're following people that really don't give two shits about you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all this stuff that's going on this week, like all these different entities and stuff like that, it's a big reason why a lot of these athletes. The biggest point I'm trying to make is a big reason why a lot of these athletes don't like Trump. It's because these companies that are they handlers that's in charge of these different athletes and celebrities got them on that, because Trump is forcing these manufactured people to come back to the U.S. I mean, you can look this up for yourself. He's forcing them to do that, and they don't want to do that. They want to be in third world countries. They don't want to pay Americans 11, 12, 13, $14 an hour. They want to keep their money. This is why when young black men and women and Hispanic men and women was dying, was getting killed over some Jordans or whatever, they wasn't coming out. They wasn't doing anything. They wasn't trying to promote something that was for the betterment of the urban areas all over the country. And, again, it was in a suburb where the last person that got killed for Jordans back in September of 2019, this past September. Hold on a second. Let me this thing right. Hold on 1 second. Cigar right here. Let me take a breather. What's going on? What's going on? Just taking a breather real quick. Taking a breather. Look what I got here. Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. Hey, just like I was saying, I'm new to YouTube. Real quick, I should say, I'm new to YouTube. This is my second live. I would love for you guys to subscribe to me. I'm actually live on Facebook, and please, my Facebook friends, subscribe to me on YouTube. If you have a profile or what have you, and yeah, I mean, this is what it's all about. It's all about this informing a lot of young brothers, because it's like I always say, anything that I do is for the young brothers, because it's a lot of us is on everybody caring for the black man right now, And the reason for it, in my opinion, the reason for it is because it's a trend. Just like today, they did another little Marxist trend. You know, that's what they do. Real nice, baby. Yeah, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? Smoking a cigar, trying to, you had a busy day and everything, smoking a cigar, letting the young black men and young men in general understand their society. Stop being tricked all the damn time. Stop trying to be friends with everybody. Understand, understand your damn society. You know, it's like that this what do they call it? The Tuesday thing, whatever the trend was today. All that shit is a trend. They don't give a shit. And all these liberal black people, they don't, they on that damn they want like I always say, they rather have the white mommy, the liberal white mommy and daddy happy. I'm telling you, boy, they don't give a shit about, speaking the truth, understanding, even making their own household happy. They only care about having acceptance, giving one hugs. I'm telling you, I give it a couple more days, everybody gonna forget about George Floyd and start bashing black men again. You know what I'm saying? Especially black men like me. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna start bashing black men that understand the reality of this country. And the only way we're gonna get things done is keeping the most high, first, man. Stop following behind these women, man. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing wrong following behind every so often your wife. You know what I'm saying? But you got to step up. You worshiping these different monarch athletes. These athletes don't give two shits about you. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting worse and worse, man. It's getting worse and worse. Getting worse and worse all day. And nobody want to listen to reason. Nobody want to even do their own research. They just want to, be popular with everyone. Everybody want to be popular. That's what everybody want. Let's be popular. That's how that's going to be. But then, at the end of the day, I'm going to keep on putting that message out. I'm going to keep on putting the message of how a young man, especially a young black man, should understand his society and understanding how the society really is. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep on putting out that message, no matter how people, take my message or what have you. You know, you guys gotta start, researching, making taking care of your home first, understanding what's important, and and all these different entities like Nike and these monarch athletes and certain women telling you how to think, non-black men telling you how to think. you, I mean, you gotta, and it's not their fault because you should be holding yourself accountable. I never will blame the woman on the man's mentality. You got to be a higher level thinker than most, especially a black man. You definitely have to understand your damn reality. And your reality is not what you think it is. You know what I mean? Especially if you're following behind all these trends. Do you really think a black man got time to be following behind trends? A real black man? No, not at all. But anyway, guys, again, I'm gonna be back here tomorrow on YouTube Live, and I'm gonna actually I'm gonna put out a message. I'm literally gonna go in once or twice a week on YouTube Live. Anybody, again, like I said, Facebook, I share my live. I'm on live, YouTube Live. If you have a YouTube account, please go to my page and subscribe to me. And I'm gonna put out more and more content. And hopefully you guys pay attention and want to check it out. You know what I mean? That'd be great if you could. You know what I'm saying? And again, my Facebook friends, please go to my YouTube. I'm on live right now. Subscribe to me, and that'd be great. Peace. As a matter of fact, Facebook, I'll be back. All right, people. I'm about to get I'm about to get off of here, but I'm gonna get at you a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep on putting out this content every day. I got a lot, so much things I want to go over this week. And again, like and subscribe. You know what I mean, for your boy. I'm a new YouTuber, and you know, that'd be great if you can. Peace. See, I told you I'm new.